Now the title of this game is one thing, but we're out in the open destroying and killing everything and everybody, because this game is called Undercover Cops, if you wanna have a laugh about it. But after all, my name is Araknie, so anything can happen. So this is a beat 'em up, and boy, we will ever kick some shins. But first of all, the story. Basically, there's a crime syndicate that controls various gangs and they perform various crimes against people, including the three protagonists. Since you're subjects that have a lot of physical skill and martial arts training, the mayor thinks to hire you three since your death won't affect the police force. To give you motivation, you'll get a prize money for every kill. More money depending on how strong they are, and a lot if they are gang leaders. But what happened to them? Claude is a karate master who got banned from tournaments for killing a man in self-defense. Dang, that's unfair. What was he supposed to do? Die instead? Baba got falsely accused of murder, then fired from his job as a musician. Then he got an innocent verdict, but nobody wanted to hire him anymore anyway. Yep, sounds realistic. People are weak. They don't accept a good reality if they can have a terrible lie in its place. Flame was already a vigilante, but she got her boyfriend killed because somebody wanted to take revenge on her. Hurting where it does the most damage, not killing you but making sure that somebody really care about us cold feet. Forever. So how does it play? It's a bit more involved than usual. You have a basic button 1 combo that you can spam, but you'll get nowhere fast like that. You'll need to also take into account that you can do two different jump attacks. One while moving and the other while standing. Also you have a run attack. Double tap the joystick in a direction, then press button 1 before your run ends. Plus you get one special move that you can do at the end of your spam combo. You need to jump before it ends. Each character will do a different crowd control move. Also you have two different grabs, one that allows you to punch your enemy a bit before throwing them, the other is a direct throw. The last move involves pressing button 1 and 2 at the same time. This is the typical attack that drains a little bit of health. I suggest doing it in case you're near a health pickup or a final move to kill a boss. It's unstoppable, so it's useful in that sense. They also work to crowd control in case you get surrounded, so see if that comes in handy. The level design is basically a flat line, doesn't matter much. What's important is all the pickups you can get. There's a lot of health in this game, so even a beginner can get through the first stage without having to lose all 3 lives and use another quarter. Plus there's a lot of throwable and equipable weapons. Those last ones they are overused, but they don't disappear, unlike in most other entries of the genre I have ever played. So that was a very welcome addition, I loved it. Also you can throw barrels, fire torches, bricks, explosives, metal pipes, lots of things, and you can grip and flick around with metal bars or columns. We are very strong, I see. But I gotta say that 2 out of 3 characters are good to play. Unfortunately that leaves one really terrible option. Let's start from that one immediately. It's Baba. He's supposed to be a tank, but he has the same health as the others. Also he does more damage, but not drastically more, like he should. So yeah, imagine moving around with a slow brick that doesn't even have all the elements needed from someone like this. Agar is still king in this regard. This guy just plain sucks, but after all he's a fan of that weird American rugby thing. I think they call it Endeg or something similar. Claude and Flame are incredibly fast and responsive. The main difference between them is that the man is weaker and she's stronger. Flame is my favorite character in the game. She also has the biggest throws, so that you can go over pits and throw people from great heights until they become just a meat splat. While Claude is fast and has got great leg action, but is exposed to any long range attack. I prefer the opposite personally. Also, I think the last level was a mistake. It's just very long, and I mean extremely so. It has even 3 different loading screens because each era goes for about 5 minutes. That's just too much. Instead of 5 stages, this game needed 6. It needed a breather. It gets to a point where this game throws so many enemies at you at once, plus some explosive bombs, for a total of maybe around 20 moving objects and the most sudden slowdown of the century, the 20th obviously, but without any foxes. That was Freddy Farkas, don't confuse your memories now. But yeah, it got exhausting. It was incredibly so much that I couldn't believe how it never ended when I played it with the first character. Changing the subject, you may have noticed a very interesting art style. You might think that this was made by SNK, but nope, this was Irem. Well, how can this be? This was 1992? This is so advanced and beautiful. The answer is simple. It was made at the team that left Irem and became part of SNK by pitching Metal Slug to them. Damn, just look at this while thinking it again. 1992. That's so early for such visuals. Musically is honestly a masterpiece. Back-to-back action pieces, one after the other, that rise up for the challenge of giving you constant hype. Aside from the level 3 tune. Can you believe it? It's a soundtrack of 10 tracks and I love 9 of them. That's impressive. I don't like 90% of almost any title soundtrack, and here they just make it look easy. And with a single composer too. What a composition! So what else to say? Only that undercover cops that are not hidden at all but in plain sight gets a 9 out of 10. They are not even cops, so you're free to like these characters. Also remember, Steve drew Max. What for? Oh, I don't know. If you wanna see me play the games that I will review plus some extra stuff, catch me on Twitch at Araknie Retro. It's my natural habitat, you see. Until next time, ciao ciao!